I got some videos of a couple hunts we did. The first part of January was pretty tough. We killed them right after the first, and then we had like a stretch there 2 weeks where it was pretty hard hunting. We chased coyotes every day, but it was just tracking conditions were so tough and it's been cold. This looks like a track that we should try to run. These ones are older. Oh, maybe not. Oh, yep. That's older. That's older. This one's fresh. Well, let's get everybody some running. We'll just let all the dogs out and see what happens. Normally we just send the jump dog. Here. Loki, 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 Loki. He's the one that's sick with anaplasma. Loki. They smell it. Spooks barking like that, it's a hot coyote. You can just hear that snow crunching under my feet. It's not good snow for hunting. It's tough on the dog's feet. It doesn't hold the scent really well. But on this day, there's no wind. It's just still wind. And we drop on this track, and the dogs light up and take it. They have that coyote jumped in no time. He must have just crossed that road. Burning. Yeah, the dogs are just burning them up. This coyote is just straight lining. This is the fourth section. I think he's just ran straight across.
Is that it? There.
Oh yeah, there he is.
Hey Dad, got eyes on the coyote. He's just crossing the car going east.
That coyote straight line through 4 or 5 sections. He angled and went east. And the dogs were really working that track, like not even working it. They were just running it. That scent was just lingering in the air until the coyote went into a drainage, came out of the drainage, and then crossed that highway there. When the dogs hit that drainage, they ended up losing the track, went backtracked for a bit, came back on the track. Bell worked it out. Bell went after the coyote slowly. The scent was pretty much gone by then. And my 2 older males followed the ditch down, so I ended up catching them. And I had to go around and catch Bell because she was getting onto land we didn't have permission on. Go out the next day, it's just as bad tracking. No, it's worse tracking. It's windy. It's 15-mile-an-hour winds, which isn't, you know, if it was 40 degrees and nice out, it wouldn't be too bad, but it's 7 below and just dreadful hunting. I do find a set of tracks in the cover. In the cover, the snow is nice and powdery, but anywhere the wind touches across the lake and out in the open, it's hard packed. Dogs can bust through it and they cut up their pads somewhat and their cuticles bleed, and it's just not great running. Well, it says 7 below. We got a bunch of snow. It blew pretty hard yesterday. It all ended up in these big drifts. But we got 15-mile-an-hour winds, and we're gonna give her a shot this morning. Yeah, at first it appears we're chasing one coyote. The dog's moving them along up the east side of the lake. They're moving them pretty good until he gets out to the open. Then once the dogs get on the ice, like tracking slows down quite a bit. The dogs will work the track so far off the lake, then they'll backtrack, then they'll go a little bit farther, and they'll backtrack, and then they'll go farther, they'll backtrack, and then they'll finally make it to the other side, and then they'll backtrack, and then they'll go. And by that time, the coyotes had plenty of time to rest, get out of dodge, whatever. But in these really tough tracking situations, it's kind of hard to put pressure on them to get them out of the lake area right there. That coyote is standing right behind that grove there, and the dogs still have trouble with that track coming across the lake. In the the thick stuff, the dogs definitely have the advantage of tracking it. Like, they weren't too far behind it when it crossed that lake. They weren't able to sight run it yet, but all they have to do is run out in the open, and it's a lot harder to track with the ground conditions. They're getting closer and closer to making it to the other side there. Hopefully they pick up the track again.
Look, he's detector went off.
Oh good, maybe he found where he crossed. They're getting close.
Look, he's still barking.
I think he's the one in the middle. Yep. So, oh, finally we got dogs on the other side now. Oh, don't run back. Don't go back that way. Yeah, this coyote will probably pull this trick a few more times on us today. If they work it out and find them again. Right there, coyote's crossing the ice right there. Coyote's crossing the ice like quite a ways down there. He's going back, he's heading like to the southeast. He's standing out there on the lake right now. That tricky bastard. He's gonna keep.
Nice and cozy in there.
Yeah, I'm partying there.
Yeah, well, he just came from there. He loaded up the dogs from there.
Yeah, he just like right at the end where you see all that thick shit before it gets kind of thinned out by the access road. He tucked in right in there somewhere. It's gonna be hard to catch if he keeps doing this. Hi, Zoom. The dogs just made it across the lake. The dogs were still out on the lake when he was sneaking around them.
I thought I saw something on the south side of this farm site.
Yeah, that's probably where he came from. But yeah, he just kitty cornered across the lake there. Took his time too. He'd stop there and watch the dogs trying to track them, and yeah. Well, on the second lap around the lake, all of a sudden 2 coyotes cross, and now we're chasing a pair. Which this one video pretty much sums up 2 weeks of hunting there. And we normally had split chases, or we're chasing a pair. There were just coyotes everywhere, but we could not lock onto them to get them. 2 coyotes cutting across the lake. They came right off the point of that peninsula. There's a pair of them.
Okay, we got eyes on them.
Hang out there for a little bit, Hugs.
Yeah, take a nap.
You got 2 rests and ready to spike on you too.
Oh yeah, that's right. We do got extra dog power.
Looks like the dogs were moving good on it for a while now. Looks like they made a loss on that point.
Is that the dog right there?
Yep. I just seen one of the other coyotes back across there into those trees on the other side. Chopper is out there in the middle. He's kind of struggling to track across that open lake.
Should we go throw these other 2 on the east side?
No, we'll wait till we get a crossing or something. Might as well just let him work that track. The other 3 dogs are finally figuring out the coyotes left that point. Yeah, quite a bit of tracking to do to catch up to where Chopper is.
Maybe they'll find the other one.
Maybe. The other one might have crossed too. It was hard for me to spot that. It was just a little black dot. But I could tell it wasn't a dog, so just coyote. Some days we could chase them out of there, but then it'd be like the first part of the video where the coyote just runs and the dogs end up losing track and mill around. Or on days when they could track a little bit better, the coyote would run into a pipe. And then there are days when, you know, you're just a poor marksman. Well, if you made it this far, I'd like to thank you for watching. There are more videos coming, and we do start killing them towards the end of the month.